What's good? What's good, y'all? What's going on? What's everybody up to? What's good, Shane? What's good, fam? Von Zetta, what's good?
It worked.
Are we good? Yeah, you got some good tech people in your
Oh my
page.
gosh. Corky, thank you so much. Yes. Shout out to the 757. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Corky. How are you?
I'm doing good. No complaints. Just doing the best I can in this quarantine and trying to stay sane and be creative.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, for those of you who do not know who I'm talking to, this is Mr. Jack Knight. He's got a long resume and has been in the game for a minute. And you know what? I just realized that you and I both have birthdays in July. Mine's the 19th and yours is the 8th.
So you're a Cancer.
Absolutely.
That's good. That's good. Starting off on the right foot.
Absolutely. When I noticed that a few minutes ago, I was like, oh, he's a Cancer. See, that's why I like him. This is awesome. Now, look, I know who you are. There's a lot of people who don't know how you got started and where you came from. So I want you to tell, because this is all about you. This whole live is about you, everything that you want to promote. I want to talk about your organization that you have for the independent artists, because I
Yes.
think that's amazing. But tell everybody who you are and how you got started.
Well, back in the days, everybody was breakdancing, pop locking, and rapping. So I was one of those kids. I knew how to do the beatbox, I knew how to pop lock, I knew how to rap, and that was just something we did in our spare time in the lunchroom. You know what I'm saying? So since I was in high school, I just kept perfecting my craft, and I was rapping, and then I started getting into melody, and then I put together a tape for all my songs, and my songs just started getting in the hands of different people. You know what I mean? And one of the hands my songs got into was Rev Run and Russell Simmons.
Oh,
And my demo tape got into their hands, and Run came to East New York to meet me. He picked me up in his Benz and was like, "Yo, man, I want to do a deal with you. I want to bring you to Def Jam." So that next day, he brought me to Russell Simmons. They signed me to Def Jam, and that's where it started at. It started, being signed as an artist, and then when that didn't work out, I started moving. I started getting better and better with my craft in terms of my musicianship, producing better, writing better, and my next stop was Universal. Before I got to Bad Boy, I went to Universal, and I produced and wrote for Chico DeBarge, for Joe, for Monifah, and for a bunch of their acts. And at that point, my career started kind of going up and up and up, and then I finally connected with Diddy, because he had Bad Boy. He had all these great artists. He had 112. He had Carl Thomas. He had Faith Evans. And even though I was an artist, he still was he really needed a writer, someone to facilitate all of that. And pretty much that's what happened, and the rest is history.
yeah, because you've worked with some pretty big names out there, I'd say. I mean, I love Carl, I love Joe, Usher, Keyshia Cole, Jennifer Lopez, Christina Aguilera. Christina Aguilera has got mutant pipes. I mean, that
Yes.
child is amazing. I just absolutely love her. I mean, Whitney is my all-time favorite, and I don't
Yeah.
see Whitney on your list. Did you not make it to Whitney? Did you not
I didn't
work
make
with
it to
Whitney?
it. Two people I didn't make it to that I was in the same vicinity of
Right.
was Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Whitney Houston, I was in the same studio with her. With Diddy was working on one side, and Rodney and Whitney was working on the other side.
yeah.
And I went in the room, I never forget Rodney was blasting the music so much that one of the speakers burnt out. So they had to bring a fire extinguisher for the speaker. And but Whitney was in the room, and before she left, we all got in a circle and we all prayed. She was praying, and she was saying how she had just got back from Israel, and she went to the place in Israel where the Black Hebrews were. They had a community in Israel. And she said the smell of the trees, and that's all she kept talking about was the smell of the trees, and how she couldn't wait to go back. And so I never got to work with her, but I got to be around her and talk to her, and we prayed. And Michael Jackson, the same thing. Teddy Riley and another friend of mine was working with him, and I was trying to get on that project and stuff like that. So I came close to Michael Jackson. I came close to Whitney Houston, and I came real close to Prince. But
look, those are my 3 all-time favorite of all times, man. That's my whole childhood right there, all 3 of them.
Oh man, I came so close, man.
Hey, but you got to meet Whitney. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of people that can't say they even breathe the same air that she did, you know. And same thing with, you know, Prince and Michael. So that's absolutely amazing. And you wrote a book. You wrote a book.
Yes, I did a little manual. It's called The Art of Writing a Hit Song, The Urban Experience. And when I wrote it, I had a few hits. I didn't have all the hits I have now, but I just wanted to put together something for the people who couldn't afford music school. Right. You know, whose parents couldn't afford to buy them that keyboard, because back then keyboards were expensive. So I said, how can I teach someone that has no money, no resources? You know, what could I teach them to become a better songwriter and producer? And that book did pretty good for me. It was self-published, and I ran so many different programs for kids using that book as a template, you know, so it was cool.
Now, Corky said, where can she find that book?
She can find, it's online. They still sell it online. It's on Lulu. There's a site called lulu.com. But you can type in the art of writing a hit song, The Urban Experience by Jack Knight. The Art of Writing a Hit Song, The Urban Experience by Jack Knight. And you should be able to find it online.
And Lulu is spelled L-U-L-U, right?
I think so, yeah, L-U-L-U.
Yeah, because it's, what's the name of the book again? Hold on.
It's called The Art of Writing a Hit Song. The Art of Writing a Hit Song. The Urban Experience by Jack Knight.
And if you guys do the Wikipedia search, it's also listed there as well, because your girl does her homework, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Look, I had to have my cheat sheet messing around with you because the list was so long. I was like, let me make me a cheat sheet. Normally I don't do that, but I had to do it tonight because I didn't want to miss nothing.
That's what's up. I love everything you're doing. I love your movement and everything.
I appreciate you, man. I really do. I was a little reluctant to, you know, reach out and be like, hey, you want to do a live? Because, you know, I don't like rejection. So
yeah,
I was a little reluctant, but you seemed so cool when we were hanging out with Coca Brown. I was like, I'm going to reach out, you know, reach out. I've been writing, but I don't play instruments. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. This is from,
well, someone give a shout out to my man Motivation is in the building. I see my man Kitty.
She said, how do I get my lyrics out? She said, how can she get her lyrics out?
Well, basically, you know, I got a saying. The saying is called, make the honey sweet or make the nectar sweet so the bees will attract. And I think you just got to be good in your craft. Like, you know, basically, you know, in the book, I break down, you know, in every town, you have a manager. In every town, you have somebody that's connected to the mainstream industry. Somebody is a music studio in every town. And that's what I did. There was a studio, you know, in Queens that I started going to. And I was paying for studio time in that person's studio. And that person happened to know Joseph Simmons from the group Run DMC. I didn't tell him to take my tape to Run DMC. He went and took it. And one day I walked in the studio. He said, hey, man, I played your tape for Run DMC. So the best thing to get out there, you have to get in here. To get out there, you have to start in here. You got to start just making your stuff hot. and learning how to produce records, learning how to write over beats. If you can't sing, you got to hire a singer. If you can't play keyboards, go to your church and hire the keyboardist there to come play on your music. You know what I mean? There's different ways you can do it. And if you have a little bit of money, a small amount of change, you know, you got to put that stimulus check together and go in and make a record. And if it's hot, people are going to start gravitating towards you.
Now, one of the questions was, do you know a good studio in the 757?
In the 757, I'm thinking not offhand, but I know Bink is out there. Bink is a big producer. Bink the Humble Monster. That's his I think his Instagram. Bink is out there. Bink had a studio out there. I had a studio out there myself. Teddy Riley, of course, had a studio out there years ago. But I would say Bink, and but that's easy to find out though. But I don't know nobody offhand that has a commercial facility offhand, because I'm here in California now.
All right, wait a minute. Hold on one second. Corky says, looking back, is there anything you would do different, or any advice you would give a younger you? Ooh, Corky, I like that.
Yes. The one thing I would do, which I ran away from a lot of times, I would keep abreast of new software. I would learn how to work the software for me to sing. You know, you have Pro Tools, you have Ableton, you have Logic, whatever it is, learn one of those programs and learn how to record yourself and learn how to make beats. You know what I mean? Making beats these days, you don't got to know how to play 25 instruments. You know what I mean? There's certain sites you can grab different things from. It's like a puzzle. You put the loop together with a sample, and the sample together with this. So it's really essential. Like me, you know, I started making so much money early that I wasn't focused. You know, I would hire somebody to record my vocals. I would hire somebody to do X, Y, Z. But I would say to a younger me, take 45 days, 60 days, you know, block out calls and focus on learning the software. That's going to be the best 60 days of your life, because you're going to learn how to do that for the rest of your life just by taking 30 days or 60 days learning that software, how to record yourself.
Wow, too cool. Look, I want you to talk to them about this amazing thing that you have going on that I've been sharing on my page for the independent artists. I think that is so cool.
Yes. We have, for years and years, you know, you make a song, you spend hours and hours in the studio making dozens of songs, right? And the business model is, you know, get those songs to 5 artists. Beyonce, Rihanna, whoever's hot at the time. You're working all night long in hopes of getting your music to them. And 9 times out of 10, sometimes it don't work. The albums be done, and you wind up sitting on a catalog of hundreds of songs, nothing being done. So, you know, to me, that wasn't a good model. If I'm a songwriter, how do I create a model where I can generate income and help the average person? And that's why I came up with madeiny.com. And essentially the same services that I was providing to major labels, I'm now providing those same services to your cousin, your sister, the guy around the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you need album artwork, I can do it. If you need a graphic visualizer, I can do it. If you need mix and mastering for cheap, I can mix and master. If you need beats to write to, I have over 2,000 instrumentals and beats. So you can practice and write to. And if you want to put something out, me and you split the revenue 50-50. So it's basically, it's a creative service platform for artists for everything that I needed that I didn't have. I didn't have access to people who did artwork. You gotta go to Fiverr, you gotta go to Upwork, you gotta go all around the internet to get all these different things. So I decided to put all of these services under one roof, under one website, and it's my name on the line. So it's basically, you know what you're getting. And exactly. That's what the site is for.
And anybody can sign up for that. Any artists, you know, can sign up for that. There's no.
Pretty much any artist can sign up for it. Is a freemium plan we have. Then we have a monthly plan for $59 a month. In that monthly plan, you can put out 3 tracks a month on our platform, on all platforms. We mix and master for you for a discounted rate. It's like $100 to mix and master, which is unheard of. And we have, you know, tracks on there. So if you know, you don't have to go all around the world to find music. We have 3,000 tracks. You can go in the folders, pick what tracks. If it's dance music, if it's drill music, if it's trap, if it's R&B, whatever you want, we have all that available for you. You know what I'm saying? So and also I provide mentorship. So for, you know, when you sign up, you know, you get FaceTime with me sometimes, you know, just to kind of go over the direction of your project, and I critique your music and critique your songs to tell you what you can do better. So all the stuff I didn't have growing up, I'm actually providing on this site. And we have a full staff. We got Mickey Shiloh. We got a bunch of people on staff that are crazy, that are there to help you with everything, and I'm helping you. So it's real fun. Right now we got maybe close to 100 people signed up. You know, we're going to cut it at 500 people, you know, whatever the case may be. And then we're going to pretty much work with those people on the site. And if we like people on the site that we're developing, we're going to eventually, you know, try to sign them or do bigger deals with them.
Awesome. You guys, I just put the webpage in the comments right there for you guys, so y'all can go to that. Hey, Joy, sweetie, how are you?
What's up? What's up, Shane? All my artists in here. Got a few of my family and friends in here. What's up? What's up?
Awesome. Now, look, how important is it to you to give back to our community?
I think it was always important to me, but it's very, very, very important now. It's very important now. I'm really, you know, sometimes I wasn't really on the, you know, I was just living my life, doing my music. And I had programs I got a program called Finding Your Way, where I would teach kids for maybe an 8 to 10 week stretch about songwriting, about production, just about culture, period. And I ran those programs my own money in Brooklyn, East New York, in Harlem, at the Malcolm X Center, in Stockholm, Sweden, in Canada, in Morocco. I've been around the world with the program.
You have one. It's in Richmond, Virginia, as well.
Well, Richmond, Virginia is where I started the program. You know, initially. No, excuse me. I started the program in East New York, but then Richmond was one of the places where the program actually got funded. They funded me to do the program. So I've always been about my people and educating the kids. And, you know, one of my students from that program came all the way out to California in Orange County to visit me. And he was driving a truck. And before he got back in his truck to go home, he said, Jack, the reason why I have this trucking business is because you showed me that a black man could do that. You can have a business and that you can run a business and do different things. And it kind of brought a tear to my eye. So I've always been doing that. But now it's so important to invest in my people, because the only venture capital that we have for African Americans and females sometimes is the neighborhood drug dealer. The neighborhood drug dealer is our venture capitalist. Every time we have a good idea and we black, we got to have sales. We got to have this. We got to have that. But if you're a white guy, all you got to have is a demo of the product, and you can get funded. So my whole goal is to create a bank for people who are creative. You know what I'm saying? And basically be able to fund their projects, so they don't have to go sell crack, sell pills, sell heroin, do nothing illegal. You know what I'm saying? They can really have a fund where I can say, you know what? I like that project. You don't have no sales data. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no customer data yet, but I love the project, and here's some seed capital for you to get it going. And that's my ultimate goal, to do that, to invest in other creatives like me, not only creatively, but financially.
Oh, that's awesome. Because there's a lot of folks, unfortunately, in our community that are in a position like you that won't do it. So
yeah, a lot of folks, they got their money and they're investing in Apple and Uber and Lyft and all these people's apps, not part of our community. But none of them are investing in young minorities. There's young minorities with app ideas. There's young minorities with with ideas to build speakers and do different things. But because they don't have the proper patents and proper trademarks, some of those electronic trademarks can run into hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, how can you get started if you don't have no money? You know what I mean? So I think that's my ultimate goal, because if you got the talent and I got the money, or I got the talent and you got the money, who do we need?
Exactly.
You know,
we don't need anybody but us, you know, to be honest, because there's so many talented people in our community, and there's so many people sitting in a position just like you know, that have the ability to reach out and help our community. So that was one of the reasons I was super excited when you agreed to do the interview, because I wanted our community to see what you're doing in our community, because you're giving back. This independent artist thing that you're doing right here is absolutely amazing. And that's why I share it on my page all the time, because you're putting our community in a situation to where this is affordable. $59 a month is affordable. There's so many other people in your position that are charging so much money that people can't afford. $59, man, I'll share this every day, all day. You know,
basically, and give the perfect example. There's a young lady I met with. She's in a room now, Jalexa. You know, and all D Nice, all the DJs always talk about her. But yeah, it's a perfect example. Like, you know, I didn't have nothing financially to invest in her, but I gave her a song that I would give Keyshia Cole, a song that I would give Beyonce, a song that I would give Drake. I gave to her. She has a family, and that song now is blowing up independently with all the DJs. D Nice play it, heavy hitters play it, everybody's playing it. You know what I'm saying? So if you got the song and you got the talent, all we need is what? A little bit of money and capital to do marketing and to build our audience and to build our merchandise and build our brand. Now she has Live Better t-shirts, which is the name of the song. Live Better mugs, Live Better hoodies. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm offering to people. And people, you know how black people are. Everything's like, maybe it's a scam. Nah, I'm giving you the same thing I would give Diddy. And guess what? There's a chance that you're gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? So if I give 100 people 100 of my songs, 100 of my beats, my creative direction, that's 100 people, and I get 10% equity, and one of those or two of those people blow up, I'm gonna blow up anyway. But at least they invested in themselves. They tried to do something. I can't give it for free, but hey, invest in yourself. I got a staff that can help you with some of the small stuff. Let's make it happen. So pretty much it's building slowly is my way of giving back. And I'm and the real thing about it, I'm actually finding real talent. I'm finding really real talent, because a lot of people are shy. Shyness is a disease. Procrastination is a disease. Laziness is a disease. How do I know? I suffered from shyness my whole life. That's why I wrote songs for everybody, never came out with nothing. I procrastinated my whole life. That's why I'm learning late in life certain software, because I procrastinated in learning software. I was lazy. I was making millions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars on one song, and I'd be set for 3 or 5 years instead of working harder when I was successful. I suffered from all of those things. So I'm trying to tell you, it's a disease. It took me 10 years to get over laziness, 10 years to get over procrastination, 15 years to get over shyness, to be on a video with you right now. And I think that stops a lot of people. So with the site, it helps you get over that, because you don't got to show your real face on a marketing campaign. You don't gotta, you can get out of that. So yeah, we address all of those things on the website. Yeah, Jalexa saying she got a
she's shooting her video next week.
Yeah, she's shooting her video next week, so that's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yep.
She needs to. We need to set up an interview, and I'll put her on Black Connections, and we can interview
definitely. Her. You put her on Black Connections. She got a family. She has a ministry. She has, she's, whatever. She's been hustling, and I've been watching her as an example of someone that this works. It can work. It's real. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So Jalexa, there's a Virginia Tech is in here, and he owns a internet radio station. is 101.1 The Fam. Reach out to him and let's get that music on that radio station if it's not already on there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, there's always ways on Black Connections to make connections. Matter of fact, hold on, he just spoke. He said, we need the record. So there you go. Get that music to him. He just spoke to you. He said he needs the record. So get that to him and we get it on that radio station. That radio station is an internet radio station that has been in the business for 8 years.
Yeah,
so,
somebody said they need market. Yeah, we do essentially we do the creative services first. We get your album artwork done. We give you a beat to write to. We do a video visualizer for you. We get a date to upload your music to all the streaming platforms. And then we have a company we partner with called Street Space, where they do digital marketing and promotion and stuff like that. And that's, you pay a little extra out of the pocket for that, but all of that's at your disposal. You have all of that: digital marketing, digital radio promo, everything you need. You can go to the site and get. So whatever stage you are at your project, it's something there for you, for everybody.
Oh, that is awesome. That's super, super cool, man. This is some good shit, y'all. I mean, this is some good stuff, y'all. Look, I'm trying to not use my cuss words tonight. Now, the Finding Your Way Worldwide, that is still going on, right?
Well, Finding Your Way Worldwide, actually, we're about to activate the program and connect some of the kids from America to some of the kids with Ghana. Ghana is a country in Africa that I'm working closely with. I'm working with their artists and I'm working with the government. And Ghana had something last year called the Year of the Return. It's basically saying blacks came from Africa during human trafficking. 400 years later, we're returning back to where we came from. So now, going forward, it's called Beyond the Return. Okay, a few 100,000 blacks went back to Africa. They seen all the different things and all the different tourist attractions. Now, what are we going to do to bridge that relationship between Africa and African Americans? And the first step is the music side, exchange of artists. We have an artist here, we break them in Africa. There's an artist in Africa, we help break them here. That's the first stage. And the next stage is going to be resources, whether it's energy, natural resources, shea butter, gold, or whatever it is, we're going to start doing exchanges. So I think the Finding Your Way program is going to another level, because after you teach kids, they still need jobs. They still need investments in their projects outside of drug dealers investing in their projects. They need us investing in their projects. So I think, the thing is to raise capital, have a bank, have a fund in place to make everything happen. So Finding Your Way, yes, I'm definitely running a program. It's about economics, and that's economics and music and everything else.
Now, is there, do you have a website for that as well? And is there a way that people are able to help support that in any way?
Yeah, well, right now, pretty much, we have a website. It's called The Taste of Africa. That's one of my websites. And you can also just through the Made in ENY website. If you have anything, any ideas, you can join on freemium. That's how you stay in contact with me. And everybody who joins the Made in ENY site, if you join in the freemium, I send out emails. So whatever I'm doing, and I got your email and I got your information, you automatically get whatever I'm doing, whether it's in Ghana, whether it's in Nigeria, whether it's in China, whether it's in Sweden, whatever I'm doing, you'll be abreast of everything I'm doing.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so Virginia Tech said, you know him from DoFat Chat? What's that?
Yeah, DoFat TV was a chat room that we had for the last 10 years or so, and it was a way to similar to Zoom, the Zoom meetings.
Okay, so he said I guess y'all have been in there together, and somebody just asked for the website. I just put the website back under there, and Africa has so much talent we don't know about. That is very true, very true.
Yes, Africa got talent, man, which is our home. India, we're doing some deals with people in India, so everything that I learned from Diddy, everything I learned from Teddy Riley, everything I learned from Russell Simmons, I'm just taking it globally, worldwide. The same song making process, production process, how to sell your merch, how to sell liquor, how to sell your, you know, whatever you're selling with your music. And I'm just taking that template and doing it worldwide.
Wow, that's awesome, man. You just touch my soul. I just love how you're giving back. I swear I do. Pretty girl, I love you connecting us. Absolutely. You know I'm all about connecting us. I don't care about nobody
Yeah,
but
thanks for
us.
joining. About 4 people joined already. I see it popping up on my phone. She's in the
Yeah.
lab joined. Yeah, thanks for joining.
And Taylor on the road is in here. He is actually tuning in from Australia.
Wow.
He's a black gentleman that makes suits. So
Wow.
if you need a
Definitely.
suit made, he's your
Yeah, I
man.
definitely do. I'm trying to get my measurements now. There's a few things I'm doing. So definitely tell them to DM me. You know, love to
Absolutely.
be in contact. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. I've had him
That
on a
quick.
couple of
That quick
interviews.
it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Mickey said, I have a 10-year-old, just started singing lessons, and her instructor wants to teach her how to write. At what level would you suggest joining your platform? At what age would you suggest for somebody to join your platform?
Well, pretty much, you know, my kids, my 7-year-old, he makes beats on his phone, and he's slowly getting into singing. He dances. My other son, he's 9 years old. He plays piano. He's writing. Then my 2 oldest daughters, they write, play piano, play guitar. So, you know, it's just organic. It's a process. You know what I'm saying? You watch him and say, wow, he's playing, you know, give him a guitar or give her a guitar. Next day, you know, put a keyboard out. You know what I mean? Whatever. It really happens. It's a process. You don't really got to rush them. But what I would say, outside of the vocal coach, outside of the vocal teaching, I think it's imperative to have them study Sade, have them study Michael Jackson, have them study Prince, have her study Beyonce and Drake. Just study songs and song structure and other people and how they sing. Because sometimes you can be taught how to sing a certain way, but really when you get in the studio, you got to do fun stuff with your voice. And if you study other artists and other singers, you'll know how to mimic. Mimicry is really important to be successful. Like Rihanna, she may not write all of her music, but she knows how to mimic whoever wrote the music or whoever's singing. You know what I'm saying? So mimicry is real important. And that's why you see a lot of big stars on America Got Talent and on those sites, but they don't do well sometimes because they can sing real good, but when they come to that studio, is a whole different beast. So I think, you know, just keep the kids going the direction they're going in, and it's gonna evolve naturally, you know.
Absolutely. Nefertiti, thank you so much, sweetie, for the compliment. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Rihanna.
Yeah. You're right, Alexa.
Question. My son was an artist, but committed suicide almost 5 years ago. I'm finally want to release his music. She wants to release his music.
Yeah. Well, basically, definitely sorry to hear that.
Absolutely.
My daughter has dealt with suicide and mental illness for most of her life, and I know what those calls are like. And every day you sit around the house, I keep my phone on because you don't know, you get that call, that they finally gave in to that to those voices, and it's a real serious thing. How my daughter explained it to me, it's almost like if a snake is going down the street and it has a gnat on its back. It goes into traffic to kill a gnat on its back, but in the same time, it kills itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, trying to get out of a house. So this explain is a serious situation, but what I would say is that with my platform is easy because we do visualizers. So basically, we can do a visualizer video of the song and not have the physical person doesn't have to be inside of the song. So you can promote and upload his music to Spotify and all the channels, on my website. And pretty much if it's done, obviously he couldn't write or record now, but if the music is done, there's a lot we can do creatively and visually to push the music out.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. All right, let me see. Beyonce,
what's up, everybody? Glad everybody's in here. Appreciate the love.
Beyonce mimics Carrie Hilson. What would you say to writers who are discouraged due to lack of content in the industry now? How can they be successful with lack of content in the industry?
You can't. You can't. For instance, how I say, if a flower doesn't produce nectar or honey, it can't spread its seeds. Because no bee or no hummingbird is going to come spread the seeds of a flower that's not producing nectar. So you have to produce the honey. You have to produce the content. You got to do stories. You got to go on live, even if it's one person watching you. You got to create little videos. You got to write little songs, and even if you're not finished them, sing them in the camera and ask people what they feel about them. I do that all the time on my page. Something I'm working on, I sing it live. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, shyness is a disease that I suffer from, and people are shy. You got to fight shyness. You got to fight procrastination. You got to fight laziness. It's not no devils. It's not no haters. The hater is in you. The enemy is in the inner me. You're your own enemy. So you got to produce content. You got to produce that honey, and the bees come to get that honey, but the bees take the seeds, and they grow more plants, and they grow more flowers. And the flower did all of that without walking. A flower doesn't have legs, but it has honey. So you got to do that. You know, that's the best thing. You got to create content.
Ooh.
And yes, Alexa said something. Alexa said, perfection is paralysis. That's deep. Perfection is paralysis. Yes.
Do not wait on perfection. Those are facts. Those are facts. It took me a minute to go live with Black Connections because I didn't want to get my face out there, but I didn't have a choice because people would not take me serious, and they thought that it was a bogus page because they couldn't see. I put pictures of me up, but they didn't see me like this. So I had no choice but to step out there one day, and the rest is history. So now,
and guess what? Let me tell you something. It's not only startup people that go through shyness and go through procrastination. There's artists, without saying no names, there's artists that I produced that sold multi-million records. And, you know, if an artist likes a writer or producer, they always call you in. There's many artists I went back in with. I went into writing camps with this artist and other artists that got hundreds of records sitting, but they won't put them out. And they already sold millions of records, but they won't release any music because they're shy or because they don't have, you know, they don't, you know, it's like they're apprehensive because of what their fans are going to think of them. But this is a new market. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that just overthink and are scared to put stuff out and do stuff. There's a girl on my site right now. She's paying $60 a month. The song is done. You know what I'm saying? We told her we'll mix and master for her, but she ain't put it out yet.
Oh.
She's scared. She's posting all these other pictures. She's posting this. She's posting that. And I'm like, why are you not putting out the song? You're paying $60 a month. There's a mental block that you have to get over. And once you get over that mental block, like I did, then that's it. You know?
That's awesome. That is awesome. Do any of y'all have any questions? I see a lot of y'all down there. A lot of y'all ain't saying nothing. Don't be scared.
What's up?
Don't be scared. Let me see. Taylor on the Road said, Miss Sandra, I want to hook up at Rowan with Jack Knight. He has a dope music group here in Australia called Project Peters. Oh, that's cool. I have to look him up.
You make it happen. Hit me in the DM.
Hit his DM up, and also you can have them sign up for this amazing thing that he has for $59 a month. And then they got access. They got access to him, and
that's the best way. That's the best way to have access to me. Like everybody, you know, it's like, you know, with the my website, it's on my phone. I'm answering people right then and there. You know, they need artwork, I'm doing the artwork. They need something visual, I'm doing the visual stuff. They need a beat, you know, the beats are there for them to go on freely. So, and then they need a song critique. They have a question for me. It's right there. It comes on my computer and it's in order and I can get to it, you know, and whoever's there, they better, you know, get, like I said, we have 100 people on there or more. We capping it at 500. So, you know, get on there now and you'll be part of my family. I can coordinate and contact with you and I'll be one of the tools that you can use to get your career, your project going. You know, there's many tools you can use, but I can be one of them.
Absolutely. So, Jermaine, tell them to go on his site, excuse me, and sign up for that monthly thing. And you guys, you know, I know he's done amazing things, right? And everybody wants to talk to him and everybody wants to pitch their music to him and this, that, and the third. But listen, Linda, listen. I bought him on here because I wanted to put him in front of you guys because I know there's some independent artists out here. And I know that people are overly priced in the community and some of the celebrities are not as willing to help with a reasonable rate as he is. So please don't flood his DM with, I need your help with this, I need your help with that. Please don't be that guy. Don't do that. What you can do is go to that website, spend that $59 a month, and get your access that way. Because at the end of the day, he's trying to pull in 500 artists. And you know, he's trying to work with them personally. So go to that page and sign up. Please, whatever you do, don't leave this live and flood his DM. And, you know, I need your help. I need your help. I need your. Okay, I can't pin the website because I'm on his live. We had to leave my page. So I've put his webpage up here and you can go at the top and you can follow him. If you follow him, his webpage is right there in the comments. So I know how our community gets sometimes, and I'm speaking up because it happens to me when I do lives. Jack, are you able to pin that website, sweetie?
Hold on, let me see.
Oh, look at the teddy bear.
You see it?
Yeah, I seen it. You turn it back around there.
I don't even know how to pin it. I don't even know how to do that.
Okay, so type it in, and then once you hit the enter button, when you see it at the bottom,
I'm having a Teddy Riley moment.
It's okay. Once you see it at the bottom, then you tap on it, and it will say pin. Okay, now tap on it. Double tap.
All right, cool.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Now, see, you did better than Teddy did because Teddy wouldn't have been able to figure that out. Bless his heart. Oh, my gosh. I watched both of them, man. It was crazy. This is why we are Black Connections. Oh, yes, this is why. I absolutely love you guys. And I want to connect you guys, you know, with people that I've met, you know. One thing somebody asked me the other day, Jack, they were like, I want to get in front of Jack, you know, how do I get in front of him? I was like, well, you could go to his webpage. They were like, no, you know him personally, you know, let me get his information. Okay, let me tell y'all one thing I don't do. And before I was Black Connections, I still didn't do this. If I have somebody's phone number and you want it, it could just be Joe Smo down the street. I'm not going to give it to you, so don't ask. What I will do is give your information to that person. And then it's up to that person if they want to reach out. But like he just said, if you sign up for that monthly thing, you get access. You get a lot of access. So I recommend everybody, you know, sign up with that.
Yes. There's a book that I on my page, I did a video about it. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. There's a book called The Richest Man in Babylon.
I've seen that.
And it teaches you that money is alive because money is called currency. And currency comes from current energy. Money is alive. And it's like it speaks about, you know, and religiously, you take 10%, you give it to the church or whatever, your tithes. But this book also speaks about giving 10% and taking 10% of your income and investing it in yourself. Because if money's alive, it likes to be invested. If money's alive, it likes to procreate and have children. And once you get this image of money, if money's alive, it doesn't like you to give it away to anybody.
Right.
So if money's alive and you're an artist and you're a singer or you're a musician or you're a producer, you have to pay yourself first. But paying yourself is investing inside of your craft. And the one example that came to me was a guy in my neighborhood. We called him Uncle Guy. And he gave me this book called Think and Grow Rich. He gave me the book to borrow. And then on my way to school a few weeks later, he said, "Where's my book at?" I said, "It's home." He said, "Did you read it yet?" I said, "Yeah, I read it, but I want to reread it." He said, "No, bring me back my book." He said, on the back of the book, it says $4.95. He says, the first stage of your development is investing and buying the book yourself. So I brought him back his book. I went and bought my own book, Think and Grow Rich. And I've been reading that book for the past 20 years. And it's made me millions of dollars. And the thing is, you have to invest in yourself first. Whether it's $5, $50, $20, you know, you can invest and buy Gucci belts. You can buy hair. You get your nails done, manicure, pedicure. You buy that weed. You buy those Dutchess, the roller weed. You buy the weed paper. That's hundreds of dollars a month you're spending. So take some of that money and invest it into your craft. Get your project going. Get your music out. Get discovered. You know?
Absolutely. And when I put up my $5 posts on Black Connections, I put in there, you know, invest in your business. You're investing $5 into a promotion that is going to be out there in front of 86,000 followers. You don't know who's going to see it. A lot of people don't know who follows me. T.I. follows me. You follow me. Raheem from Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five follows me. Coco Brown follows me. You know, Stevie Baggs. I got multiple NFL players. That is why I tell everybody, spend that $5 and promote your business in front of all these amazing Black businesses and these Black people. But you know,
let me show you some of my plaques. This is this Jennifer Lopez album. This album did 4 million. Then she took one of my songs from this album and put it on her remix album. That sold 4 million. So worldwide, she sold 10. It's my first diamond selling project. It sold 10 million records, right there.
Nice.
And then this project right here, this was from Diddy Press Play album. I'm singing on the first song with Diddy. It's called "We Gonna Make It," and it's a song I wrote about my mom's, and she passed away. But I told her, you know, your son is doing his thing on Earth, and that's one of the first songs. But one of the biggest songs on this album was a song I did called "Last Night" with Diddy and Keyshia Cole. And this song is gold. This album is gold, but eventually went platinum. Right here. This is Keyshia Cole's album. I did a song I did "Last Night" and "Let It Go" with Keyshia and Cole with Missy on this album. Let It Go. This was one of my first ever releases I did with an artist named Rakim. Rakim is one of the OG artists, arguably one of the greatest rappers of all time. Yeah. And he let me write a hook on his comeback album, and it went platinum. You know, whatever. This right here is Diddy We Invented the Remix album, and the big song on this album that I wrote was a song called "I Need a Girl" with Diddy and Usher. That was one of my big songs. Yeah. And then we go upstairs.
Virginia Tech said slight flex. Yes, he's flexing just a little bit. We're gonna let him flex.
You got the Biggie duets. This album with double platinum. When Biggie passed away, they did an album for him with all of his verses combined with other great rappers. And I wrote all the hooks for that. For Akon, I wrote hooks for Faith to sing and stuff like that. So and these are just maybe a handful of my plaques. I don't have them all here, but you know, you know, this is, you know, it's definitely real, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So look, it's 8:55, and you know Instagram only lets us do this for an hour.
Yeah.
So I mean, what would you tell people? You know we have artists in here. We have people in here that know artists. I mean, at the end of the day, aside from everybody who knows an artist needs to sign up for this $50 a month, I'm plugging it for him, by the way, because I think it's absolutely amazing. I can't write, I can't sing, or I'd sign up for that myself. That's just I can't do any of that. But I am a mouthpiece for the Black community. That's what I do.
Yes.
So aside from everybody should sign up for that. That's in here that knows an artist. What is, if you had 5 minutes to tell people, you know, drop some gems, what would they be?
Wow. I would say something I'm dealing with right now. And I would say it's hard when you have ADD and your mind is all over the place and, you know, you're not used to committing to anything. It's really almost like pulling teeth to sit down and learn something. You know, especially depending if you're in your late 20s, you're in your mid 30s, you're in your 40s. It's, you know, whatever. It's hard to sit down and learn something. And I really want to say that this is the year of cutting the middleman the fuck out. Like, you got to learn, take your time and learn it in increments. 1 month, learn how to work software, music software. Another month, learn about marketing. There's a book I'm reading by a young lady named Alex Wolf. I never ever sign up to all those marketing stuffs on YouTube and we can make you $1 million in real estate. But she had something on Instagram. She was a young lady. She was from the hood and she mastered some aspects of marketing. I bought her book. It's called Resonance. And it's the best thing I've read since Think and Grow Rich about marketing. Marketing is about connecting with people. Not just selling stuff. It's about connecting with a person that can fill your project. So what I'm saying is that take time out to get a rudimentary understanding of everything. Even if you hire a marketing person, take a month or two to learn it yourself. Even if you hire an engineer sometimes, take a month or two to learn engineering yourself. Learn about graphics yourself. Learn about coding. Learn about the basics of developing an app. You know what I'm saying? Learn about organization and investment in baking. It's not rocket science. Just take every month, every 30 days, learn something different. So even if you have to hire somebody or you have to hire a manager, at least you have a rudimentary knowledge of everything. I'm telling you, if you got to do that. And that's what I've been doing. And now I'm doing my own pickwork sometime legally. I'm doing my own marketing campaigns sometimes. I'm doing my own graphics sometimes.
Somebody said, what's the name of that book again?
The book is called Resonance. Just the book right here by Alex Wolf. You would never think all this information is in this book, but check it out. This book is powerful, 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 powerful. It's called Resonance by Alex Wolf. It teaches you about marketing, but from our people, because you have all these marketing books and it just doesn't connect. But her book, it connects because she's teaching you that marketing is about having your product connect with people's hearts, connect with their souls. You know what I'm saying? Your marketing campaign should connect. So that's basically it. You know, and keep learning about stuff.
Let me tell you, I absolutely appreciate you. Because you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you chose to hang out with me for an hour. So I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you so much. My followers in here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
It means so much.
We can do this anytime. We can do this anytime. We can set up a webinar and you can talk all about, you know, your website and, you know, just sit down and teach them, you know.
Let's go. Whenever you want me, whenever you just let me know, I'm here.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm gonna hit your DM when we leave up out of here. Because I got to do all my thank yous and all that kind of stuff. All of you guys, if you're not following him, please follow him because he's absolutely amazing. He's a legend in the music world. He's paid his dues and now he is giving back to our community. So please, if you know anybody that is an independent artist, send them to that webpage. He's only going to do it for 500 people. So don't procrastinate. Don't wait. You know, go on and get out there. Found a new page to follow, Black Connections. Absolutely. If you're not following Black Connections, you better come on.
Yeah, that's my sister, Josie.
Well, you come on and follow, sis. But yes, thank you so much for coming on tonight. And I'm going to get with your artist. I wrote their name down.
Yes,
so
let's keep it. Let's stay in contact, stay in touch. Let's build.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you for some initiatives I'm working on in Africa and the United States, and you know we're gonna build. It's not the end.
Yes, absolutely. I definitely want to get involved with what you have going on in Ghana. I definitely want to figure out how I can help with that, most definitely. Because I went through your pictures and I seen that stuff. I was like, okay, I need to figure out how I can get involved with that, because that's amazing.
Yes, a lot going on with that. It's a black airline we're dealing with that's going to take us back and forth to Ghana and move around.
Yeah, I'm a black airline.
I'm partnered with Teddy Riley, my mentor, on a project. So there's a lot of things that's going to be happening outside of the website. There's going to be lots of stuff going to be happening. You're going to see there's going to be a good year in the midst of a pandemic. So keep your eye on us.
Yes, absolutely. So definitely keep in touch with me about that stuff y'all got going on with that, because I definitely want to be a part of that, you know, if I'm allowed, if I'm able to. I would love to be a part of that, and I want to continue to push this for the independent artists. And yeah, this is, oh, you know what, y'all? Here, I'm looking for the numbers. I'm thinking I'm on my live. No, we're on your live. That's why it hasn't cut off yet. because we left my live and came to your live, so you'll get the countdown, not me. Because I'm looking at my clock and I'm like, wait a minute, it's not counting down. What the heck? And that's why, because it's going to count down on your side. So, but yes, thank you very much, you know, for coming out. This was absolutely amazing. I'm going to DM you because I would love to set up a webinar with independent artists just so you can explain to them about your website.
Let's do it. I love the webinar we did last time on Zoom. I mentioned I love how it works, and you know, I don't know how to work none of that stuff, but I know
That's okay, I got you. All you gotta do is show up. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would love, you know, later on we can get some of my friends to pop in, whether it's Teddy or anybody I would get people to pop in and stuff like that. So that's something fun I would love to do and teach.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love for you and I to do webinars for independent artists and try to bring them into what you have going on, because it's absolutely amazing.
Let's go. I'm down.
Well, I'm gonna DM you as soon as this. When you get your numbers, let me know, because you can continue to go until you get numbers. I need in on those Zoom meetings, please. Absolutely. As soon as him and I set it up, I will be blasting it all over social media. So everybody will be able to, you know, come in and join it. I would love to have 100 independent artists sitting up in there learning from, you know, one of the greats.
Yeah, we're going to speak about creative currency. We're going to speak about, you know, sometimes, you know, there's a famous author called Horatio Alger, and he will write books about kids coming from the hood. This is 1920s. Kids coming from the hood and becoming valuable assets to their community. But some of the kids in the books, they never became billionaires.
Right.
They never became trillionaires. They became just successful assets to their community and to their family. So that has some value. Becoming an asset, becoming well off, becoming healthy. Not just super rich, but just wealthy, healthy. You know what I'm saying? And running your family. And so I think that's something I want to speak about. How do you take your creativity and monetize it to pay a bill? How do you take what you do and monetize it? I'm getting the countdown now. It's 10 seconds left.
Okay, make sure you put this on your story, or if it lets you save it to the IG, put it on